Alright guys, we're back. We are doing round 3 of our Sunday tournament.
So it looks like we have Vincent playing Papa eVader, as I like to call him, with a single die Phasma, and that's Phasma 2 with, and Ryan has Thrawnkar. Now again, always interesting to see what Thrawnkar is out there. The one I see most common is Mill, so I imagine he's probably playing Mill with the Crime Lord in it.
Yeah, I think his Thrawnkar version is more oriented to Mill. So
yeah, so pretty interesting in this new set. I honestly have not played eVader yet. It's one of the fun things about when new sets come out. You like to test new different characters,
right?
And I played eVader Phasma when the 2-player set came out. However, once Empire at War released, I haven't seen one Vader yet, and so this is certainly interesting. Looks like Thrawnkar.
Yeah, it looks
probably winning that and going with his.
It's going to give Vader shields because he doesn't.
Or going with the other. Yep.
Now, I tried this Vader Phasma when the 2-player starter came out. I wasn't real big on it. I didn't. It seems like it wasn't as synergistic as I wanted it to be.
With leadership, I had thought leadership was going to be a big deal. Getting out 2 rolls from Vader. And then Phasma, even single die after she gets the holocron on her, is really strong. The only reason I like her better than Guard is because it adds things like tactical mastery to it. And logistics, which is actually a pretty underrated card.
Yeah.
But as far as the strength of it, I felt like Vader Guard hit a little bit harder than Vader Phasma, and it looks like it removes that lure of power with that Thrawn ability.
So, one thing I am excited is last week Vincent played Palpatine. Okay, Vincent's a younger player, still fairly new. He is a very good player for his age and the amount of time he's been playing this. He's a very smart kid. I'm glad to see he went back to Vader. He's played Big Daddy Vader for a while now, and he's pretty good with him. It looks like he did forget that. Did he forget the Vader discard? No, Ryan's only holding 3 cards.
Yeah, it looks like he did get it. And then there's that...
He doesn't like you.
He doesn't like you. So, now, he had that Clash in there. That's one of my actually favorite cards from that 2-player set. Not because it's as good as 4-Strike, but it gives Hero that ability. So I'm interested to see, because Luke's one of his biggest problems with Luke, besides having a semi-mediocre ability, was not having 4-Strike. I think it's cool that it was able to be added to Hero, but Villain gets it as well, as we see here, so that's a lot of damage coming out.
And I think I like the trade-off. You're not immediately resolving the die with 4-Strike when you flip it, but it can work as mitigation if you're playing against another melee deck.
Yeah, with Clash.
Yeah, with Clash. I think I'm right there with you. I think Clash is one of my favorite cards out of the new, especially for events. That's my favorite event card. I used it in Kylo 9s. Really works well in Kylo 9s too. Yeah. So
now this is pretty interesting. He went for the resources, didn't really go for any much damage, but now he has that lightsaber out there, which really hurts the personal shield, especially if we were to have that once Unkar starts building the shields.
Yeah.
So
that crossguard saber is so good.
Yeah, that
for 2 costs. That's
almost the Kylo's crossguard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crossguard saber. That's not Kylo's lightsaber.
That's Kylo's out there. That's Kylo's lightsaber, I believe.
That
looks like Kylo's saber.
Yeah,
that's Kylo's saber.
Yep, you're right.
Even then, the Kylo special
is
just as annoying because he removes all those shields. So
yeah, Justin, I was shocked. We got here. Ryan was here today. It was great. As some of you guys know, Ryan works he's the principal of a school. So beginning of the school year is kind of a rough time. We haven't seen him at our Destiny gatherings for a while now. I was thoroughly pleased to walk through the door and see Ryan here fiddling around, getting the deck ready to play. So Ryan's a really good guy. He's a pretty good player too. So we were happy to see him join us again.
Yeah, I do see a Crime Lord in his hand.
Oh.
So that could...
All right, I've already seen my Crime Lord for the day, though, Josh. Let's not see Crime Lord anymore. I got my little thrill from the first match with Crime Lord, so...
Yeah, Probe coming out. I haven't seen that one played in a while. But Ryan, just getting back into it, I know he was telling us he was playing a lot of... he's playing with mostly Spirit and Awakenings cards, and that dodge doesn't really do much to hurt Vincent, so I think that was a pull in his favor. Getting out there, if he can take out Unkar pretty quickly, I think.
And he's on his way.
I think he's on a good pace.
Yeah,
yes.
he's halfway there already. So, we'll see. Ryan's like, gimme. He's excited to be using Thrawn. So
yeah, and smart play by Ryan, knowing he had already seen that Praetorian Guard.
Or the Praetorian,
yeah. The only concern about doing the Praetorian is it sure gets rid of any extra damage, but he's probably not going to be... He definitely can't be using that Guardian ability.
Right.
So, still helped... didn't hurt Vincent as much as I would have thought.
No,
so.
I don't think Vincent's worried about that.
And resources aren't a bad roll here.
Oh, there comes Crime Lord.
Here comes the Crime Lord.
Ryan, somebody send Ryan the memo. I don't want to see Crime Lord anymore. I told you. He's not paying attention. No.
And
there we go.
There's
a dead Unkar. Oh, he doesn't like you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that does. There's not enough damage. There's not enough resources out on the board right now.
Yeah.
And I don't believe Vincent. I think he just has a 1-cost card left in his hand.
Oh, and he removes the 2 ranged. How did he remove the 2 ranged?
I didn't quite see how the 2 ranged.
He doesn't like you the 3 melee.
Yeah, I didn't see what went on there, but that certainly didn't go as damage. Interesting.
So,
no, he resolved it into the personal shield. He tapped the personal shield. That's
why.
Yeah. So it was the 1 damage there.
Yeah.
So
there we go.
Crime Lord not super scary right now. Doesn't look like there's any way to get any more resources out there. Definitely can't get enough this turn. But next turn it becomes a threat, so he'll have to remove... well, I guess he could get the +2 out there. It'd have to be a pretty amazing roll. Yeah, and
Disrupt's really not bad. I don't think Vincent has any cards in hand, so no Unkar ability.
Yeah, but definitely really good start, I think, for Vincent. I know Crime Lord is out there, but it does look really good for him as long as he can get out some big Pop eVader. One thing that Ryan would love to draw, even though Crime Lord's out there. And there it is, prize possession.
Yep.
If he's not going to be able to get, it could certainly save.
Well, he still doesn't have enough. And Vibro Knife and activation, he doesn't have enough resources for prize possession right now. He could overwrite with the personal shield.
Yes, and then possibly, but I think it looks like that. Well, that's only a 3.
Yep.
But still, I think
that's the
lightsaber.
lightsaber die too, so he can't prize possession that.
No, but he could, because Vader's going to get re-rolled, and Unkar doesn't die to that 3. So it's certainly having the prize
I think
possession
you have to roll Unkar
him.
out there, Ryan. Yeah, you got to get Unkar in the pool quick.
Yeah, and so double focus, and then a lot of disrupt. That's actually going to help protect him from that 3 cost. That's
yeah, but that focus is on the Crime Lord, so that's not helping him too much. Got there's the special on that lightsaber.
Yeah. So yeah, I really like. I think that getting that prize possession really helped out Ryan. I think it's putting him back into a good position here because I don't think Vincent's going to get enough to take him out this round, especially with having the doubt, the 1/4 portion there, and then also having the prize possession in hand. He'll definitely survive this round.
Man, it just kind of feels like Ryan here seems like he's really excited to be back. It seems like he's having a good time. Seems like he's having fun playing. He's excited. Loving the game right now.
I actually say that's one of the great things about this community. Ryan came back, didn't have the cards he needed to play the deck, but one of the players was able to give him, but let him borrow 2 Thrawns.
Yeah.
Just to let him play some of the new cards from the new set.
Yeah, I love our community here in Houston.
I don't remember who it was, but it definitely props out to him. Thank you for letting him do that. But that is huge.
Oh man, that is a
dice
beautiful
out
roll.
there.
Unblockable. That is excellent. So
And,
he's gonna doubt the vibro knife. Probably his best move.
And then getting the one underneath. Well, hold on. They removed they removed the shield there. That needed to be a. I guess it would have worked out the same anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Yes, vibro knife resolved is unblockable. So, but that's okay.
And we still have Phasma has to roll in.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he. I don't remember seeing what mitigation were out there, but yeah, definitely. It's
he's
good
already
to see him.
used like 2 or 3 pieces.
Yeah. Well, there's It wouldn't
he has
be
the
bad.
prized possession left in his hand. I think that's all he has.
Knowing that, knowing what's in his hand now, he knows that. I believe that was a mind probe in the hand.
Yep.
Oh, there was the discard. He had him discard it. It may have benefited him to roll out Thrawn Unkar ability to get that. Get those
resources. Yep.
Well, I mean, he has the resources anyway. But it doesn't.
Yeah, so he's got personal shield and prized possession in his hand, so there's no more mitigation.
Yeah.
If we can. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have a reroll. He jerked the mind probe out of his hand. So
yes, so that puts him in. Here's where that. Of course, I think.
Yeah, it looks like Vincent's claim, so Ryan's just gonna do his shenanigans.
Yep, and so here we go with the rerolls.
So now he has his 5 resources, and he has one more reroll in his hand.
And there's the focus.
There's the Thrawn focus.
Yep, and that's look at you, cursing us with more.
Don't blame me. Don't blame me,
Crime
Josh.
Lords here.
But I still, you have to Crime Lord Vader.
Of course, yeah,
Okay,
yeah, of course.
So
yeah.
I still, with Unkar sitting at 1 health left, I still like a Phasma's chance at this. If he can take down Unkar,
Yes.
then he's looking at a naked Thrawn, and it's going to slow the game down quite a bit, but...
Well, here goes prize possession,
possession.
and that's
Yeah.
likely.
But he still
game
has upgrades. He can still
Yeah.
drop upgrades.
It's that's tough to see.
Yeah.
So, as well played by Ryan. He got a lot of things that he needed early on, and with upgrades, there's that Imperial Inspection in his hand now.
Yeah, but so Vincent.
Well,
really
he does
needs
have the 3 resources.
Vincent needs a 3-drop upgrade right now.
Yeah, a 3-drop.
If Vincent doesn't have a 3-drop upgrade, that's pretty much good game.
Well, even then, it doesn't look like he has any upgrades in his hand.
No upgrades
this
at all.
Is, that was definitely a tough one because you
Ryan,
have to go to.
You're gonna come back after that long being gone,
you're
and you're
gonna
gonna play one of those decks.
Yeah,
Ryan.
I'm gonna have to.
Who gave him the Thrawns? Let's
Just-
find
yeah,
who got him the
someone's-
Thrawns, and we're gonna have to take him out back here.
But that's one of those things. I mean, that's
To be honest with you, yeah, we know we saw another Crime Lord, but this is the way Thrawnkar's supposed to work.
yeah. This is it.
This
Yeah.
is how Thrawnkar needs to hit to be a viable tier 1 deck.
And I
So-
know a lot of people are afraid of buyout, but from the Thrawnkars I've played, I've never lost to being milled. I've always lost to Crime Lord. And certainly buyout is one of those things that's pretty scary, and when you get hit for it, it's no fun. But Crime Lord, especially against a deck that hits as hard as Vader and has Vader in there, it's good. Yeah, the feel, that's what I feel. Blonde on fire. Yeah, the feels. It's
But now, and that being said, now Vincent put up. Vincent.
if he had gotten that
was
one
a
damage, we're talking
action,
a different game.
One action
Yeah.
swing, and it's
Yeah.
a different game. Vincent was beating the heck out of Unkar, man.
Yeah, now it certainly looks a lot further of a game when that Crime Lord goes off, but this is a very close game. But it's just tough to see right here with salvage hand in hand, Imperial Inspection. But what do you think about more control style? In our past few sets, the most control that we've had, I guess you could say, or at least I came in during Spirit. So the most control that I've seen would be a semi-control with Phasma, with both having Guardians. There was a lot of low-cost cards in there, a lot of removal, and probably definitely Thrawnkar. With and for those of you guys that don't know, that was FN Unkar with a regular First Order Trooper. But what do you think about having something come in that's finally, this is complete control right here?
Yeah, this is straight up control. Yeah,
he
the closest
doesn't.
we got to that before was Jabba Unkar, but I don't think it was nearly as efficient as this.
Yes, and I like it. I like seeing something like this.
Yeah, I don't think you want to have a game in general where you have one play style.
Yes, of course.
Especially a card game like this. I think you want to have damage.
Of course, yeah, it's Star Wars.
I think but I think you want to have burst damage decks. I think you want to have mid-range decks that are viable, and I think you want to have control decks that are viable.
So I think the three pillars of a lot of the card games, at least the ones I've played, you have your control, you have your aggro, you have your mid-range. We finally have something that's more control back into this. I'm still waiting on mid-range. I think we're going to start seeing more 3 characters soon, especially once we see FN go away. I'm personally working on 3 characters right now. I've always had a lot more fun with the extra health on that. It's harder to mitigate a 3-character deck because their dies are so weak. So you feel like you're wasting, especially on a lot of those 5-dice deck. So you feel like you're wasting on mitigation on something that's so.
Yeah, it's not doing you as much good as you'd like.
Exactly, but we're playing these 2 characters, especially the 3 dice. Yeah. Mitigation hurts.
Yeah.
So much, especially as we saw there with the prized possession.
And also there's detention
center which is a cool card.
Yeah.
It's frustrating, especially when you're playing those 3 dice decks.
Right.
But it's definitely a cool card.
But also to combat that, there's a lot of these tier 1 decks don't care if you take their character dice. They don't care about Kylo 9s. You can have FN and Kylo dice all night. Now I'd rather you have FN than Kylo, of course.
Yeah.
But you can take my character dice. I don't care.
That's right. Yeah, because FN's just rolling on.
I want FN shenanigans,
his
and
batons,
I want Kylo's
launchers.
activation.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but that's the balance I think we need in the game, Josh.
Yeah.
That's we need. You're going to bring a deck. Yeah, you might have a really good matchup against one style of deck, but there's another style of deck you have a really bad matchup against.
Yeah.
That's what keeps your meta floating around. That's what keeps stuff changing. That's what keeps the game fresh, and it's what keeps the game going. So. Yeah,
and when we see something tip so heavily one way, I think the initial fear of Thrawnkar to begin with, everything went super aggro. Now, in the beginning of set, people are going to go high aggro just because it's the easiest to play.
Yeah, that's the
until we get
blatant, here it is type deck. Yeah.
And what's going to come in next is going to be that mid-range and a little bit of more control that can take care of that aggro. I know everything right now has Phasma in it or Kylo 2. And
well, they're really good characters.
They really are. That 2-player set was a huge blessing for villains. It really helped them out of a hole that they were in, huh?
It did. Yeah. Villains were so far behind that 2-player set kept the game alive, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it did.
I think what the 2-player set really accomplished, because even the Poe and the Rey are not bad characters.
Oh, I like Poe too. Yeah, I like him.
I think what that 2-player set basically did was allowed a viable entry point for new players.
Yeah, it was incredibly smart of FFG to have that out there.
You buy two 2-player starters, and you have 4 elite characters that can be viable. So. Well,
yeah, and for fringe players that won't even walk into a game shop, they'll walk into a Target and see that. And now I fully 100 support buying stuff from your local game stores.
Go local first.
Because you have nowhere else to play.
Right.
But the game store. I mean, this isn't going to stay big if we're all playing in our homes. But it helped draw in people. Because I like that FFG isn't allowing any of the boosters to go into, other than Barnes & Noble occasionally, but they're way behind.
Yeah, they're a year
It's not
behind,
in a Target. So again, support your local game shops, because it's things like this that you... that what keeps this community going. But I do like that it was service to a larger community to bring people in. So,
all right, guys. Well, we saw round 3 go down in quick fashion there. Thrawnkar taking down Daddy eVader Phasma. So we got a few minutes left. We got probably about 10 minutes left for even the end of the round, and we've had a couple of matches go in time. So we'll say we'll be back around 5:05-ish, guys, with round 4, and we'll finish up this Sunday Destiny tournament we got going on. Really good tournament today.
Yeah, I've liked the matches we've seen. Yeah,
some good matchups, good decks floating around. So, all right, guys, we'll see y'all here in just a bit, and stay with us.